And that's complete to Croft. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Just like that. Alert. Watch the whip. Christian, travel. Monday.
A 1st carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Target. Monday. 80 weapons.
On second down now, it's Drake, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Six-man, name on that. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, exit. 49's the mic, 49's the mic. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 49.
On third and 1, Rosen. It's complete to Grant. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game, but this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Turn up. Turn up.
From the gun, it's Drake. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. On 2nd and 1, Allen looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. 58 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Smooth. I'm coming after you. Regular.
From the gun, it's Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Allen. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. And the grab by Croft. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go.
Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Ed Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
Let's go, let's go.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Rosen. And this is caught. It's Parker. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Middle. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Middle.
Rosen just getting the snap off and 1. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
I know you felt that one.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And able to find John Brown. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
On first down, Allen eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right, and this is caught. A gain of 37. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Touchdown, Buffalo! They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, alert, alert. Tight down. There you go. Check 24, check 24. Check 80. Watch out.
Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Running, it's Drake. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, Rosen completes it to the tight end Smythe. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Dolphins 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense tonight.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the play. Second down 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Rosen. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Rosen to throw on third down. Letting one go deep for the... He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Got some room at the 30. And a cutback, right sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Taron Johnson made the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Zoo.
And now it's Rosen looking. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Well, let's see, he was 8 of 13 prior to that pass, now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game, not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
On third down, Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
We play to win.
Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run with Drake. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Mike, let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check. Cross. Hey, tight. Cross.
Allen maybe with a free play. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Here we go. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Here we go, D.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This will be caught by Brown. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go on 4th down. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check 53's Mike. I'm coming.
Operating from the gun. Allen is complete to Jones. A good pickup of 6 there on first down.
Complete to Zay Jones. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 42-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Allen. Incomplete.
Allen's pass, incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Allen to throw. Operating from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's get there. Check 52's the mic. Check 52. Let's get the ball.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Boy, just like that, they've got new life.
And the defense still has the advantage, but I know that there's some deflation there. That's why I hurry back to the line of scrimmage and attack them again.
Allen now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Half.
To throw is Allen. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Hey, Haywood!
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. He's going to loft one deep. He's got a man complete. The 20. 10, 5, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line. Today's final score, Dolphins.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Dolphins, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.